What's up, everyone? DKRACK here, about to react to another video for you guys. And this video here is recommended by a subscriber here. Adam M wants me to react to. He says, please react to the Cove CreepyPasta. So that's what we're gonna check out. The Candle Cove. Did I say candy? I can't remember. But we're gonna check out the Candle Cove by Mr. CreepyPasta. Like always, guys, I'll link to the original video down below. Let's check it out. Well, that's never good, starting off with creepy ass kid laughing. Okay, what's going on?
Does anyone remember this kid show? It was called Candle Cove, and I must have been 6 or 7. I never found reference to it anywhere, so I think it was on a local station around 1971 or
I've never heard of it.
I lived in Ironside.
Way before my time.
I don't remember which station, but I do remember that it was on at a weird time, like 4 p.m.
It seems really familiar to me. I grew up outside of Ashland and was 9 years old in 72. Candle Cove. Was it about pirates? I remember a pirate marionette at the mouth of a cave talking to a little girl.
Yes, okay, I'm not crazy. I remember Pirate Percy. I was always kind of scared of him. He looked like he was built from parts of other
Apparently
dolls.
it's a kid's show or something from the
budget.
70s.
His head was an old porcelain baby doll. Looked like an antique that didn't belong on the body. I don't remember what station this was. I don't think it was WTSF, though.
Sorry to resurrect this old thread, but I know exactly what show you mean, Sky Shale. I think Candle Cove ran for a couple of months in 71, not 72. I was 12 and I watched it a few times with my brother. It was channel 58, whatever station that was. My mum would let me switch to it after the news. Let me see what I remember. It took place in Candle Cove, and it was about a little girl who imagined herself to be friends with pirates. The pirate ship was called the Laughingstock, and Pirate Percy wasn't a very good pirate because he got scared too easily, and there was calliope music constantly playing. I don't remember the girl's name, Janice, or Jade or something. I think it was Janice.
Thanks, Jaren. Memories
Why is them
flooded
talking
back
about
when
a
you mentioned
kid's
the
show
Laughingstock
seems
in
so
Channel
creepy?
58. I remember the bow of the ship was a wooden smiling face with the lower jaw submerged. It looked like it was swallowing the sea, and it had that awful Ed Wynn voice and laugh. I especially remember how jarring it was when they switched from the wooden plastic model to the foam puppet version of the head that talked.
I remember now too. Do you remember this part, Sky Shale? You have to go inside.
Ugh. Mike, I got a chill reading that. Yes, I remember. That's what the ship
The only
always
thing I'm
told
going
Percy
inside
when there
is
was a
pussy.
spooky place he had to go in. Like a cave or a dark room where the treasure was. And the camera would push in on Laughingstock's face with each pause. You have to go inside.
Hell no, I'm
With
not
his
going
two eyes
inside,
askew and that
bitch!
flopping foam jaw
Get your
and the
creepy ass
fishing line
pirate
that
ass
opened
away
and
from
closed
me,
it. Ugh!
motherfucker.
It just looks so cheap and awful. You guys remember the villain? He had a face that was just a handlebar mustache above really tall, narrow teeth.
I honestly thought the villain was Pirate Percy. I was about 5 when the show was on. Nightmare
That wasn't
fuel.
the villain, the puppet with the mustache. That was the villain's sidekick, Horace Horrible. He had a monocle too, but it was on top of the mustache. I used to think that meant he had only one eye. But yeah, the villain was another marionette, the Skin Taker. I can't believe
The
what they used to let
Skin
us watch
Taker,
back
my
then.
ass!
Jesus H. Christ. The Skin Taker. What kind of a kid show were we watching? I seriously could not even look at the screen when the Skin Taker showed up. He just descended out of nowhere on his strings. Just a dirty skeleton wearing that brown top hat and cape. And his glass eyes that were too big for his skull. Christ almighty.
Wasn't his top hat and cloak all sewn up crazily? Was that supposed to be children's skin?
Yeah, I think so.
Children's
his mouth
skin.
didn't open and close, his jaw just slid back and forth? I remember the little girl said, "Why does your mouth move like that?" And the skin taker didn't look at the girl but at the camera and said, "To grind your skin."
What the?
So relieved
That
that
ain't no
other people remember
motherfucking
this
kid show
terrible
my
show.
kid's watching.
I used to have this awful memory. A bad dream I had where the opening jingle ended, the show faded in from black and all the characters were there. But the camera was just cutting to each of their faces. And they were just screaming. And the puppets and marionettes were flailing spastically.
What kind of
And
kid
so-
show is this?
Screaming. Screaming. The girl was just moaning and crying like she'd been through hours of this. I woke up many times from that nightmare.
Fuck your Candle
Bed
Cove.
when I had it.
I'm staying home.
I don't think that was a dream. I remember that. I remember that was an episode.
No. Not possible. There was no plot or anything. I mean, literally, just standing in place crying and screaming for the whole show.
Maybe I'm manufacturing the memory because you said that, but I swear to God, I
Maybe
remember
they've
seeing what you
all had
described.
that same dream.
They just screamed.
Oh god, yes. The little girl, Janice. I remember seeing her shake. And the skin taker screaming through his gnashing teeth. His jaw careening so widely,
Get away
I thought
from
it
me,
would come
skin
off its
taker.
wire hinges. I
Hell
turned it off
no.
and it was the last time I watched. I ran to tell my brother and we didn't have the courage to turn it back on.
I visited my mom today at the nursing home. I asked her about when I was little in the early 70s, when I was 8 or 9, and if she remembered a kid show, Candle Cove. She said she was surprised that I could remember that, and I asked why, and she said because I used to think that it was so
Because
strange
what?
that you said, "I'm going to watch Candle Cove now, Mom." And then you would tune the TV to static and just watch dead air for 30 minutes.
The hell?
You had a big imagination with your little pirate show.
So it wasn't even a real show? It was like something in these kids' head that made up this creepy ass pirate Candle Cove show? Alright. Fuck that. We're done. We're done with the Candle Cove. Oh man. Alright guys, there was Candle Cove by CreepyPasta something. I'll have a link to the original video down below. If you want more scary videos like this, make sure and smack the like button and subscribe if you're new. But until next time guys, peace.